Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 7th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there so far. Everybody has a great Thursday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Friday. We don't have a Saturday forecast. We just got a Friday, so we'll be talking about your Friday forecast. We're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation, also the Watches Warning Advisory map. And also we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Friday and Saturday. We got some severe weather to talk about in tonight's video. So stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, know anybody that wants to subscribe to it, send them my way. Love to have them. And like these videos on social media. Also like these videos and share them on social media as well. So let's go and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got some mixed precipitation around portions of New Brunswick and the Newfoundland back down into the coastal waters of the Atlantic and the northeastern U.S. More mixed precipitation up here in South Canada through Michigan and Wisconsin all the way through Iowa, Nebraska, down in New Mexico and also into Arizona, portion of Colorado. Got some snow flying there in Colorado and Wyoming, also into Nebraska. More mixed precipitation over here in Washington, Oregon State with some showers along coastal areas and the Pacific Ocean areas as well. I got a little bit of snow up here in northern Maine, northern New Brunswick. More shower activity up here in southeast Canada, down into Michigan, Ohio, down into eastern North Carolina, and also eastern South Carolina as well in the coastal waters. We got thunderstorms and showers extending from the areas of Texas all the way up into Illinois, Indiana, all the way down into South Carolina as well. We have some flash flooding, heavy rain possible in portions of the Carolinas through Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, all the way back into Louisiana. The yellow slashed area here is severe thunderstorm possible from southern Alabama to Panhandle, Florida, through Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, and also into Texas region as well. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressure is in charge area, weather for portions of the northeast, much of Canada, back down into portions of the northwestern United States, northern plains, down to the Gulf of California, also down into West Texas, Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, and also Florida and the Florida Keys. Alright, all this activity is for your Friday, March the 8th. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. You can see here we got some shower activity across portions of the Boston, Massachusetts region, Rhode Island area, northeast United States, stretching up into portion of Maine. We got a storm system developing over the breadbasket over the country here in the middle portion of the state. With precipitation reaching far north is North Dakota. Southern North Dakota, South Dakota as well. Also back into Wyoming, back toward California as well, and into Utah and Nevada. Also into areas of Arizona, New Mexico, much of Texas, also Louisiana, stretching all the way up in the Illinois region as well, and portion of western Kentucky. The little yellow boxes there in the severe thunderstorm warnings. Also the green boxes is flash flood warnings in that area, and also a little bit over in portions of California. You got a little bit of activity moving into portions of Washington State. Y'all should get a little bit of rain shower activity, maybe a little bit of mixed as it continues to move east. Alright, let's take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory map you're locating across the nation. Alright, you can see here we still got storm warning from Maine down all the way to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Same over Southern California all the way up to Washington State. Hydro issues over portions of Washington State, also in the portions of North Dakota, and again over here in Illinois and Indiana. We got some river flood warnings in effect from Maine all the way down toward Rhode Island, Connecticut region. Also some coastal flood advisory around the New Jersey, Philadelphia region. Some more coastal flood. Area river flood warnings in portions of Virginia, down in eastern North Carolina and South Carolina. Flood watches have been posted for Georgia and also in Alabama. I would not be surprised if the flood watch may be extended over into the Carolinas as well in later forecasts. Alright, also we got some special weather statements over South Texas. And here is the severe thunderstorm watch box in Texas, Oklahoma, and also in the portions of Kansas. We have one tornado warning. We have several ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings extending from Missouri, Kansas, back down in Oklahoma and Texas region. Have a couple counties there in Texas with some flash flood warnings as well. Alright, we still got a red flag warning for West Texas, also in the eastern and southeastern New Mexico. Also, we have some winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings posted for Nebraska, back in the portion of Kansas, also in the Colorado, Wyoming, and also down into portion of Arizona, Southern California, Southern Nevada, one county there. Frost advisory there along coastal areas of Oregon State. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find the color. Okay, we got a blowing dust advisory down here in portion of West Texas and southern New Mexico, with a few special weather statements there also in New Mexico. All right. We got a few effect and also some let's see, trying to find a color for that purple. Must be winter weather advisories over portion of Hawaii there. For maybe some winter weather, and also the small craft advisory around the coastal areas of the Hawaii and Chain Islands as well. Special weather statements have been posted for areas of Alaska, and also we have special weather statements, freeze and spray warnings, and gale warnings along coastal areas of Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This will be your Friday forecast. Alright, you can see here we got general thunderstorms around Phoenix, New Mexico. Also, we got this marginal risk over here in the portions of the central United States, stretching over toward the Atlanta metro area, toward Columbus, Georgia, also toward Dalton, Alabama. All right, if you're in the slight risk area, this includes pretty much Waco, Dallas, Texas area, also toward Lupkin, also Alexandria, Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Greenville, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas. You're included in the excuse me, slight risk for severe weather. All right, let's take a look at the tornado probability. We got a 5% here in the brown. This pretty much includes Mobile to Alexandria to Lufkin to Shreveport, Jackson, and Greenville areas. And if you're in the 2% risk, this is stretching all the way far east to Columbus, Georgia, Dalton, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Little Rock, Arkansas, Dallas, and Waco, Texas area, and also New Orleans, Louisiana. 2% risk for a tornado in surrounding areas. Let's take a look at the damage and winds. Pretty much stretching about 5% from Atlanta, Georgia, back to Wichita Falls, Texas. Also down toward Dallas and Waco, Texas to New Orleans. And if you're in the 15%, this pretty much take care of Greenville, Jackson, and Alexandria areas here, and also into Shreveport, Louisiana, and Mobile, Alabama. This is the 5%. This is the 15% risk for damage and winds. Let's take a look at the hail. The highest, largest hail would be greater than 2 inches in diameter. Would be in this slashed area. So if you live in Shreveport, just north of Lupkins, just east of Waco, and also east of Dallas, and south of Little Rock, Arkansas, if you're in these little areas here, you are in the significant severe weather area. This includes, like I said, like I named, Shreveport, Tyler, Longview, Bossier, and Monroe, Louisiana areas. You're included in that greater than 2 inches in diameter hail. All right, if you're in the 15%, you pretty much large hail from Waco to, like I said, over toward Dallas, over toward Little Rock, Arkansas, Greenville, Mississippi. You're in the 15%. If you're in the 5% area, this includes New Orleans, Louisiana, to Springfield, Missouri, back to Fort Steele, portion of Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas, and down toward Ruston, Texas, Austin, Texas, excuse me. All right, that's pretty much the hail risk for your day number 2, which is Friday. All right, let's move on to day number 3. We're going to take a look at the severe weather. We got a general thunderstorm activity from up here near Philadelphia to Detroit, Michigan, all the way down toward New Orleans, Louisiana. Tampa, you're included, Orlando, Melbourne, and also Fort Myers. You're included in general thunderstorms. If you're in the marginal risk, you just include Jacksonville, over toward just east of New Orleans. Mobile, you included, all the way up toward Charlotte, Raleigh, over toward Virginia Beach. You're included in the marginal risk. If you're in Wilmington, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Charleston, Columbia, South Carolina, over toward Atlanta, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Dalton, Alabama, Tallahassee, Florida, and surrounding areas, you're in the 15% risk for severe weather, and the probability pretty much is 15% and 5% in the brown. So they kind of, I would not be surprised this here may shrink down a little bit. So we're just going to keep an eye on this here. The only reason they put it out for this area here is because there may be a line of severe thunderstorms or scattered thunderstorms. Could produce some damaging wind, large hail, and maybe an isolated tornado across the Carolinas. That's the only reason they to it. Pretty much, you remember last night it reached up to Savannah, back toward Atlanta, and then back down toward Mobile. Pretty much, this was the greatest area. They stretched it up here just for the possibility. I would not be surprised this here may go back down and just put a marginal risk back over the Carolinas once again. So would not be surprised to see that. So if you happen to wake up tomorrow morning and they drop it back to a marginal risk across the Carolinas and drop the slight risk, would not be surprised to see that, and pretty much just keep the marginal risk down here. It could stretch up to almost Columbia, maybe Charleston. North of there, you may drop back to a marginal risk. So we'll have to continue to monitor this and see what happens. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribe if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful